Chapter 3, Worksheets and Answers. Now in this worksheet, we have some tricky questions to test your understanding of the work. Now once you are confident that you have mastered the facts and concepts of lines and angles so far, you can proceed to Chapter 4. Some tricky questions to challenge your thinking abilities. What angle is the complement of G? The only clue I will give you here, any pair of complementary angles add up to 90, but they do not need to be adjacent. They don't need to be adjacent. So here you must look for another angle that add up to 90. D plus which other angle add up to 90, and that will be the complement of D. If B and D are complementary, B and D, they are complementary. The meaning they add up to 90 degrees. What is the value of F? So you first have to find A, then you can move to F. Which angle or angles are equal to EF? So here you must look for the intersecting lines. EF is equal to which other two angles, right? They are vertically opposite which other two angles? I'm not going to tell you. Then C, find the value of X plus Z plus N. Right. So N is vertically opposite Y, and that is the only clue. Which angle or angles are equal to X plus Y? X plus Y over there. Which angle or angles are equal to this angle here? It must be a vertically opposite angle or two vertically opposite angles. Then we move to the next one. In this figure, ROT is 88. So I'll advise you to write it in first. ROT. ROT. From there to there is 88 degrees. Right. QOT. This one here. From there to there. That piece there, that's equal to 37 degrees. Right. Calculate POS. POS. Show your steps to get to the answer. So that is my only clue. This one, 88, and this piece, 37. Right. E. AB and CD intersect by O. These two lines intersect. Calculate X with reason. You must use your equation X to find X. And once you have X, you can calculate Y. And then they will also want the size of AOC. AOC. Right. The next page, you will see the answers. And once you're happy, you must just read through this for me. Before you continue with the next chapter, make sure you understand the names and concepts of all the lines and angles that we did so far. Now, some important angles and lines, adjacent angles, and we know it's a pair of angles that share the same vertex and common arm. Complementary angles, they add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. Linear pair or supplementary adjacent angles. Two angles that are adjacent, and it must be adjacent and add up to 180 degrees. A linear pair. Now all linear pair of angles add up to 180, but all supplementary angles need not form a linear pair. What do we mean by that? All supplementary angles don't need to be adjacent. We did that in a previous lesson. You can have one angle here of 30 and one angle of 150, and they don't need to be adjacent. But because they add up to 180, we call them supplementary angles. Vertically opposite angles, we know when two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles are equal. Perpendicular lines, two lines that intersect or meet at 90-degree angles. Bisector, a line that divides an angle or another line in two equal parts. Perpendicular bisector, intersect at 90 degrees and cuts a line in two equal parts. Once you're happy, then you can proceed with our next chapter. That will be our parallel lines. Thank you so much.